Ever feel like you're caught in a never-ending cycle of negativity? Whether it's with people who drain you, a job that seems soul-crushing, or a situation where your values are being overlooked? Imagine the power in just walking away. Not as a retreat, but as a strong, confident choice to protect your peace. Today we'll explore how walking away is often the most powerful step you can take to transform your life, using the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Stick around, because this journey might just be the empowering shift you need. Walking away isn't just about leaving. It's about choosing to stand firm in what you believe in. The ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus believed that sometimes the bravest choice isn't to stay and fight, but to remove yourself from situations that harm your well-being. We're going to explore this powerful act of walking away and understand how, when done thoughtfully, it can be one of the strongest decisions you make. Let's dive into how Stoic principles can guide us in recognizing when, why, and how to walk away effectively. 1. Recognizing toxicity in our lives. It starts with recognizing the types of environments that drain us. Toxicity can show up in so many ways: relationships, workplaces, friendships, even self-imposed behaviors. It's that feeling of being consistently depleted, on edge, or manipulated. But the trick here is to recognize it without guilt. Stoic wisdom teaches us that we're all responsible for our inner peace, which means being mindful of what pulls us down. For Stoics, knowing the signs of toxicity helps them practice self-awareness. Ask yourself, does this environment bring peace, or does it take away from my well-being? If the answer is consistently negative, it might be time to consider stepping away. 2. Understanding control and letting go. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is understanding what we can and cannot control. The Stoics believed that our well-being doesn't rely on external factors but on how we interpret and respond to them. If you're in a toxic relationship, you can't control how the other person behaves, but you can control how you respond to it. This is where walking away gains its power. Imagine this. Epictetus often reminded his students that what lies outside of our control isn't worth our energy. Walking away in this sense isn't a defeat. It's acknowledging that you control your path forward, and you're choosing to move towards something better rather than staying entangled in what you cannot change. 3. Building self-awareness. Knowing your limits and triggers. Self-awareness is the backbone of any wise decision, and it's particularly vital when we're considering stepping back. Self-awareness isn't just knowing your strengths, it's also understanding your limits, emotional triggers, and personal values. A classic Stoic practice was the nightly review, where they reflected on their day, analyzed their actions, and identified areas for improvement. You might find yourself in situations that consistently provoke anger, frustration, or sadness. Ask yourself, why am I allowing this to affect me? Does it align with my core values? If the answer is no, it might be time to reconsider your involvement. The awareness of these triggers helps us build resilience. For example, if you know a colleague is habitually dismissive, you can decide to limit engagement or, if possible, step away entirely. Walking away doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care more about preserving your peace than you do about engaging in negativity. 4. Resilience isn't endurance. The Stoic perspective on hardship resilience in Stoic philosophy isn't about enduring toxic situations, but rather learning from them and knowing when they've served their purpose. The Stoics saw resilience as an opportunity for growth, but were careful not to confuse resilience with unnecessary endurance. Consider this. If a situation continuously undermines your self-worth or peace, the Stoics would say it's reasonable to step away. They encouraged cultivating strength, not to endure hardship needlessly, but to thrive by knowing which battles are worth fighting. The core of resilience is choosing situations that support, not harm, our growth. 5. Emotional intelligence, managing reactions and interactions. Stoicism is about cultivating a calm mind, especially in high-stress situations. Emotional intelligence, or the ability to manage our emotions, is vital for navigating toxic situations. Stoics trained themselves to remain calm, observing their reactions rather than being controlled by them. In practical terms, this might mean responding thoughtfully rather than emotionally when someone tries to provoke you. Let's take an example. In a toxic work environment where criticism is unconstructive, the Stoic response would be to manage one's emotions by choosing how much weight to give those comments. You don't let those opinions define your self-worth. Walking away can become a clear decision once you realize you don't need to internalize others' negativity. 6. Setting and communicating boundaries effectively. Walking away doesn't always have to be physical. Sometimes it's about setting and reinforcing boundaries. Boundaries are a way of telling the world, this is my space and here's what I allow into it. For the Stoics, establishing boundaries was a way to protect their tranquility. Boundaries don't isolate us but allow us to interact with others while maintaining our peace. Consider a colleague who constantly interrupts you. A Stoic approach would be to address it respectfully, yet assertively, reinforcing that you need uninterrupted time to share your ideas. Establishing such boundaries is a form of self-respect, and if they aren't honored, that's where walking away becomes a viable option. 7. Building emotional self-sufficiency. Epictetus famously said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Stoics taught that our well-being should not depend on external factors or other people's actions. By cultivating emotional self-sufficiency, you're giving yourself the strength to walk away without fear. Developing this strength means practicing mindfulness and questioning whether our reactions are proportionate. Are we affected by someone's opinion, or are we guided by our own values? Emotional self-sufficiency helps us let go of the need for external validation, allowing us to walk away without regret or hesitation. 8. Practical steps for effective detachment. So how do you detach effectively when you've decided it's time? Here are some practical Stoic-inspired steps. Identify what's in your control. Start by focusing on what you can change, your reactions, mindset, and actions. If a situation consistently harms you, remember that your well-being is within your control. Reflect and reassess. Think about what you're gaining or losing in this situation. If the negatives outweigh the positives, detachment may be your best choice. Reflect on whether your presence is truly necessary, and be willing to shift if needed. Gradual reduction in engagement. Abrupt exits can be tough, so consider slowly reducing your involvement, either by limiting time spent in a toxic environment or interacting less with negative influences. This allows you to detach gradually without feeling overwhelmed. Use negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario if you leave. Visualizing this can ease your fears and help you recognize that life might not only go on, but improve once you're free from toxic influences. Set and maintain boundaries. Define what is acceptable and what isn't. Be firm in communicating these boundaries, and remember that maintaining them over time is just as crucial as setting them. Seek support and build resilience. Surround yourself with people who align with your values and provide support. A solid support network can help ease the emotional toll of detachment. Prioritize self-care. Physical and mental well-being go hand in hand. Detachment can be draining, so focus on activities that rejuvenate you. Exercise, meditation, or anything that helps you stay grounded. Reaffirm your values. Regularly remind yourself of why you're detaching. Keep your values in focus, as they can guide you toward decisions that support your well-being. These steps align with Stoic principles, giving you the strength to detach with confidence. 9. Long-term benefits of walking away. When you walk away from what harms you, you're actually paving the way for a life more aligned with your highest values. The benefits of this choice are profound and lasting. Increased self-respect. By aligning your actions with your principles, you strengthen your integrity, which nurtures a deep sense of self-respect. Better mental health. Leaving toxic environments often leads to noticeable improvements in mental clarity and reduces chronic stress, which is essential for long-term happiness. Greater emotional stability. When you're no longer exposed to constant negativity, you're free to cultivate inner peace, which allows for a more balanced approach to life's challenges. Renewed energy. Walking away frees up energy that was previously drained by negativity. This renewed energy can be channeled into projects and relationships that genuinely fulfill you. Opportunities for growth. With toxicity out of the way, new opportunities can emerge. You're more open to experiences that contribute to personal growth and align with your values. Stronger, healthier relationships. Setting boundaries and choosing who you allow into your life attracts like-minded people who respect your values, fostering deeper connections. Enhanced personal agency. Making the choice to walk away reinforces your control over your life, reminding you that you are the architect of your path. Conclusion. Walking away is more than an exit. It's a powerful choice to honor yourself. Stoic wisdom tells us that true strength isn't in sticking around no matter the cost, but in knowing when to move on. By choosing peace over toxicity, self-respect over validation, and growth over stagnation, you are fully embracing the philosophy that your well-being comes first. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on living a stronger, more peaceful life. Let us know in the comments about the point that you liked the most. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay stoic, and protect your peace.